What if your strongest ally slowly became your master? And what if an alliance created for protection secretly turned into an empire hungry for control? But the real question is, does every great power eventually become the very thing it once feared? Ancient Greece was a world filled with fear, war, and rising empires. After the Greco-Persian Wars, the Greek city-states feared that Persia could invade again at any moment. To defend themselves, they created the Delian League, led by Athens. At first, the alliance seemed fair. Every city contributed ships, soldiers, or money in exchange for protection. But slowly, Athens stopped acting like a leader and started acting like a ruler. Cities that tried to leave were punished, rebellions were crushed, taxes increased, and warships were seized. The alliance that once promised freedom slowly became a prison. Many Greeks began asking themselves, did we escape one empire only to create another? Soon, the Greek world split into two sides. On one side stood Athens with its unstoppable navy, and on the other stood Sparta, the most feared land power in Greece. Then the Peloponnesian War began, a brutal conflict that would drown Greece in destruction, fear, and bloodshed. But the worst disaster was still coming. One reckless decision would send thousands of soldiers to their deaths, and history would ask a terrifying question. Do empires fall because of their enemies, or because of their own pride?
What if the world's most powerful navy was destroyed by a single bad decision? And what if the real battlefield wasn't the ocean, but human pride itself? The war continued for years, yet Athens still believed its naval power made it unstoppable. Then came the disastrous Sicilian expedition. Athens sent thousands of soldiers and hundreds of ships to Sicily, hoping to gain more power, territory, and wealth. But instead, the mission became a nightmare. Their forces were trapped, supply lines collapsed, and enemies surrounded them from every direction. Then came the catastrophe that changed everything. The mighty Athenian fleet was completely destroyed. Thousands of soldiers were killed, many were captured, and countless others were left to die in terrible prison camps. Ships burned across the sea, and Athens lost the very power it once believed could never fail. This was not just a military defeat, it was the collapse of Athenian pride. Seeing Athens weakened, Sparta launched its final attacks, and eventually Athens surrendered. Its empire shattered, its economy collapsed, and the Delian League fell apart. History left behind a powerful lesson. Sometimes the greatest danger to an empire is not the enemy outside its walls, but the arrogance growing inside them.